Aye, the heck. There's a lot better sight first thing in the morning now. Vera's dead to your pot, darling. That's a fact.
Well, don't just stand there. Come and help me before I drop it.
More than willing. Yeah.
Are you two taking up a patchy dancing?
No, just being a gentleman, coming to the assistance of a young lady.
A gentleman, eh? And I thought you were a trendy dosser.
Percy's on duty, you'll be glad to hear.
He'd be shot at dawn if he weren't.
His curtains were twitching when I brought the milk in. Then again, just now, little snoop.
He can snoop as much as he likes if he finds whoever it is keeps sending me those roses. It's all getting a bit...
Creepy.
Oh, yeah. I feel as if somebody's watching me. Well, somebody must be, mustn't they? I can feel his eyes on me, yeah. Anyway, Percy's wasted his time. There was no rose on the step this morning.
Yeah, well, they won't be, will they? Because whoever's doing it will have spotted Percy. Not only his curtains twitching. I saw him going in the corner shop with a pair of field glasses slung round his neck.
And he reckoned Monty used to send him out to keep his eye on Rommel.
Couldn't keep his eye on Blackpool Tower from the top of Woolworths.
Anyway, I've decided. If another rose does arrive, I'm not even going to pick it up. It can lie there on the step and wither. That should put a stop to it.
Yeah, it'd be like a grave, won't it? The front step. Full of withered roses.
You're not breaking the habits of a lifetime and getting emotional, are you, Jack?
No, I know. But it will, won't it? I just think that'll be very sad.
Hey, come on. You seen time?
I'm not in a rush. It's only English first period this morning anyway.
That good at it, are we? We don't have to study it anymore.
I can talk English, can't I? That's all it's for.
What about writing it? And I mean writing it properly, so you can write a good letter and that.
And what will I want to write it proper for
Properly?
if I'm unemployed?
Well, you'll be able to write to get a job, won't you? So come on, get your skates on. Can't you move any quicker than that? Because I don't want to be late, even if you do. It's a bad habit to get into. You might have put this in kitchen. Tidiness is next but one to godliness. Right. Can we go now?
If you finish criticising me, we can.
Just a minute, Jenny. What's up with you this morning?
I'm just fed up with school.
Well, everybody gets fed up with school at some time or another. Till they leave, that is. Then they want to go back. And I'm sorry if that sounds like more criticism. Actually, it's good advice. Is that all that's bugging you? School?
What do you think?
I've no idea.
Well, you should have somebody as clever as you.
Upstairs.
Come on, I'll do my best. Morning, Mrs. Roberts.
Morning.
Here we are with your favourite piece of furniture.
What are you insinuating?
Nothing. We don't know how to insinuate, do we, Curly?
No, we're just a couple of humble, ignorant workmen.
Right, then, get up them stairs. Oh, you've got really dirty mind, you two, honestly. Hello, lovey.
How's it going?
All right, apart from the cheeky workforce here.
Is that a king-size mattress? Very sexy.
Don't encourage them, girl, please.
Oh, hey, well, your carpet looks nice and bright.
It needs something to brighten this place up. Oh, it's not what I wanted, girl. Number 11, Coronation Street. I had thought of something, well, something with a lounge, with the sun shining through the window, and a nice little cherry tree and blossom at the bottom of the garden.
I don't doubt for 1 minute that it won't all come in the course of time.
Do you think so?
That is, if you stay the course, of course.
Don't you think I will, or something?
Well, to cross my mind.
Well, I'm going to prove you wrong, aren't I, dearest daughter, despite this temporary hiccup in my grand design.
Well, I hope so, because I've never seen you looking better.
I've never felt better and all. Do you know, there's something to be said for marrying a grocer. You're never short of a square meal. No, seriously. I think Alf's very good for me. He's really very appreciative. And that's very good for a girl's ego.
I started observations at 0630 hours precisely.
Up at the crack of dawn, eh, Percy?
That's when you catch the enemy napping, as Jerry could very well testify.
Who's Jerry?
Who's Jerry?
It's all right, Gloria. It's not important. Go on, Percy. Although why we're bothering with all this palaver when you didn't see nobody beats me.
It's what's called a debriefing, you see. When you've had a briefing, you've got to have a debriefing.
Of course you have.
I
Sorry.
made the first note at 0645 hours. The street was empty.
Percy?
Hmm?
If the street were empty, why did you bother making a note of it?
Good question.
I was making observations and I observed the street was empty, so I made a note of it.
Well, it's very logical, is that? Which only a fellow like him would understand. That was very good, Percy.
Thank you.
Shut up, Jack. I'm not sure what you're doing here anyway.
Just enjoying myself.
May I continue?
If you must.
At 0713 hours, the paper girl from the cabin put a paper in every house in the street, boarded upwards.
Not paid your paper bill again, Jacko?
Oh, no, just a temporary misunderstanding, you know.
At 0725 hours, a rather unusual incident occurred.
Oh, what?
Oh, go on, Percy.
A female jogger and a male jogger arrived outside the corner shop from opposite directions. They kissed passionately, they had an animated conversation, they kissed passionately again, and jogged off in opposite directions at 0729 hours.
Well, they're a filthy pair of joggers.
Especially at 7 o'clock in the morning.
I should take up jogging. Did you recognise them?
No,
So, nobody ever came near the Rovers' front door?
only the paper girl.
Hello, love.
What's this? Union meeting?
Oh, Mr. Sugden didn't see anybody in the street this morning, Betty.
No wonder, love. Your admirer's up to his old tricks again on the back.
Where did you find this?
Back doorstep just now.
Fooled you, Percy.
Well, that's not playing the game, is it? That's a real jerry trick.
Be in the bar of the Bird's Nest Hotel tonight at 8, and I will reveal myself to you.
Oh, he's a flasher.
He's a nutter.
I'm beginning to think he is.
No, you're not going to go and meet him, are you, lovey? I mean, it could be dangerous, you know.
No, I'm not, Betty. I'm sick to the back teeth of the old business. I think he must be having me on. Well, he's got a sick sense of humour.
I think she's right, you know, not going.
Yeah, I suppose so. It seems a pity, though, not to find out who he was. Spent a lot of brass on these roses. He must have a bob or two.
I've just had an idea.
Oh, God, no.
Now, I could go with Miss Todd to the Bird's Nest, and when the culprit reveals himself, I could make a citizen's arrest.
I don't think so, Percy. I don't want you upsetting yourself if he is a flasher.
That'll be the day.
Well, as I'm saying is, like, I could go along as a bodyguard. You know, like a minder, just in case the fellow's a bit of a comic.
I don't think so, Jack.
Go on, you've got naught to lose. Never know, he might just be famous football. You'll be laughing.
Some chance of that.
Yeah, but if he is a bit of a dead leg, I'll be there to protect you. Either way, it'd be a bit of a giddle, won't it, eh? Like I say, could be the man of your dreams.
I don't know.
Well, he's obviously a man of taste and sensitivity, isn't he? Well, he must be all them roses.
Oh, why not? I'm short of a bit of fun in my life.
Aren't we all, darling?
Well, I have to admit, it's like walking on eggshells sometimes. You never know if you might be doing the wrong thing or saying it and upsetting her.
It's a very difficult age, and particularly when you've got Jenny's problems.
I know, but sometimes I think she's overdoing it.
Oh, I remember I was very mixed up in my teens. In fact, I went on being mixed up until my late 30s at the very least.
I know. Life's not easy. As Mavis here will tell you, hour after hour, if you'll only listen.
Tell you what.
How you're still mixed up. What are you now, in your 50s?
Oh, of course, I'm mixed up. Well, isn't everybody? I mean, show me the person who can honestly say they've cracked it.
Crack what, Mavis?
Well, life, living. It's just all so unpredictable, isn't it? I mean, you wake up in the morning and the sun's streaming through the windows and you think, oh, fine, I'm really going to enjoy today. I'm going to be really carefree and happy. You raise your head off the pillow and what's happened?
What?
I'm all agog. You've got a stiff neck. So, instead of enjoying the day, you're going to spend it in agony. Well, I mean, what's the point of that? How can anybody think they're coping when life can do that to you? And my stiff neck is just a footling example of life's vicissitudes.
Is it? Oh, she's studying O-level English, you know.
I know. I mean, for stiff neck, you can substitute murder, rape, cancer, war, divorce, not to mention broken dreams and broken hearts.
Mavis, are you going for your dinner?
Oh, yes, of course I am.
Well, go before you drive me to suicide.
Look, it was you that broached the subject.
I know, and I'll regret it on your bike.
Dismissing the profit doesn't destroy the property.
So now you know.
Oh,
sorry.
Hello.
All right.
Oh, well, perhaps you'll find Mr. Bradley more congenial company.
Is that what they call a pointed remark?
I think so, yes.
Would you like to come out for a drink and a bite to eat?
Too late. I've had my dinner.
Oh,
You can help me with the returns if you like.
returns?
Yes, of the newspapers we haven't sold.
Ah, no, I think I'll have a pint and a pie.
There you are, and I thought you were a pal.
All right then, what are you doing tonight?
Well, nothing specially.
Would you like to go out somewhere?
Actually, I'd like you to spend some time with Jenny.
Why, what's the matter with her?
Well, she's been a
She's
little
playing
bit...
up again, is she?
Yes, she is.
OK, I'll come round tonight, shall I?
Thank you.
Here we are, my darlings. Best of health to both of you.
What's up with you?
Smile costs nothing, Vera. You want to try one, give your face a change.
It's so happy with Canary's Jack.
Yeah, come off it, Vera. Nobody can be happy in the work. Not unless there's something to city earning a blooming fortune.
It's either one of them two, or else he's licking froth off every pint he serves.
Don't talk daft. It can't be one of them two. They know him. They won't get mixed up with a roving eye like your Jack, would they?
Oh, hey. What do you think?
Not bad.
Not bad. I think you've done wonders with it. It's very nice, sis. Very nice.
Oh. Well, for someone who hasn't had much practice at nest building, I think I've done rather well in the circumstances. A new suite would have made all the difference, though.
Well, hurry up and find one you like.
Oh, I can't. That's not like me, is it? Oh, it's not a permanent condition, that.
Right, all done and dusted. Aye, you've been well and truly removed.
Thanks, lad. You've done a very good job. Though I can't say I took too kindly at you sniggering at my lingerie.
That was my mate, Mrs. Roberts. You see, he still thinks that women wear string vests and long johns like him. He's led a very sheltered life, you see.
Look, don't worry, Curly. You're probably just a lead developer like my lovely husband's here.
Yeah, anyway, how much do we say it was? 20 quid, wasn't it?
30.
Oh, do we agree on that? Going to be well on the way to being millionaires already. Now, you know confessions to make, have you? You're not broken note to note.
They're not likely to admit it if they had, now would you?
Of course we would. We are ridiculously honest.
God, new breed of fella.
Thanks very much. Now, remember the name, Cheap and Cheerful. So when the shine wears off and one of you wants to move out... I mean, I'm not trying to alarm you, but people tend not to stop here very long. Have a nice day now.
Thanks again.
Cheers.
Cheerio. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's not going to happen, is it?
Of course it's not. Come here, you daft beggar.
Dear no, love. What? I can't believe how lucky I am. I've been married to you for less than 3 months and it's transformed my life.
Do you know, it's transformed mine and all. Oh!
Yes, love?
Why don't we have a housewarming party?
Oh, yeah, hey, that's not a bad idea, that. Listen, you can have anything you like.
Oh, right.
Gonna be a dead night, don't you think?
Looks like it. I've still got to serve my first customer.
Wasted time tarting myself up then.
I don't know why I bother every night. I mean, who comes in here that's worth impressing?
Well, keeps me in practice, doesn't it? God forbid I should ever lose the knack. It don't bear thinking about. And it's something to do with what Mrs. Walker once said. Bet, dear, she said, looking your best when you walk into that bar has got a lot in common with dressing for dinner in the jungle. Hello, Jack. We were just talking about you. Well, in a manner of speaking, weren't we, Betty?
Yeah, we were.
You look like Dick Barton. What are you doing in that Mac?
No, I don't get much chance to wear it, you know. I was just wondering if I could have a private word like that.
Pardon me for living.
Carrying a shooter, are you, Dick, on this operation?
Sure.
That bulge in your pocket?
No, it's my hand. No. I was just wondering if there was any way you could see way Clair to giving us a bit of a sub. I mean, if this bloke doesn't turn up, I'm going to be left with young Gloria on my hands, aren't I?
Of course you are, Jack. I never thought of that.
I mean, it could cost me an arm and a leg just for doing a good turn.
They threw the mould away after they made you, Jack. How much?
£5.
Is that all?
10 of them.
Stop where you are.
You're a princess, Bet, you know. Don't you worry. I'll look after her.
You better.
What do you want?
A sub.
How much?
I give him a tenner.
Generous.
Well, if this bloke of Gloria's doesn't turn up, she can always take duck egg to cleaners.
Oh, dear.
She's in, is she?
Yes, but she's talking about going out. Would you like me to make myself scarce?
No, why should you? It's your house. It's up to us to find somewhere to talk if we have to.
I don't mind.
No, Rita, thank you, but no.
Okay.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Just come to see how you were doing.
Really?
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm no different than last time you saw me. A couple of days ago, weren't it?
What's that you're making there?
A skirt.
Oh, she's a wizard with a needle and cotton.
Oh, I can do something right then, can I?
I don't think that's any way to talk to Rita, do you, Jenny?
What did I say? What did I say?
We had a bit of a row this morning. Somewhat of nothing. You know, neither of us at our best at breakfast, you know.
All right, Dad?
As long as that's all it was.
What else could it have been?
I don't know. You tell me.
Are you sure you can see how I am? Or were you put up to it by her?
Jenny.
You were, weren't you? What did she tell you? That I was being an unruly teenager again?
I said nothing of the sort.
Oh, but you did tell him something.
I told him there was something bothering you and I didn't know what it was.
Is there something bothering you, Jenny?
No.
Then why are you going round in a permanent sulk? And talk about touching.
I'm not, Dad, honest. She's exaggerating.
I don't think Rita exaggerates, Jenny.
Oh, you would take her side in it, wouldn't you? She's the real reason you're here. She's the reason you're always here. It's the only time I ever see you when you're picking her up to take her out.
I'll take you out as well.
Twice.
Well, all right, then. I'll take you out somewhere tomorrow night, if you like.
I'm singing with the band tomorrow night, as I must have told you half a dozen times. But it's only me, so you've forgotten. You wouldn't have forgotten if it was Rita Fairclough.
Hey.
I've done you a favour, Dad, haven't I, coming to live
Now,
here?
that's enough.
Oh, dear.
Bye. It's like walking on eggshells dealing with women.
Yes? Gin and tonic, please.
What a miserable night.
Say that again.
I wonder how Gloria's doing.
Better than us. Do you think them two are alive?
Doubtful.
God, I'm bored.
Isn't it funny how sometimes you can't think of anything to talk about?
Yes.
And other times you go babbling on, 10 to the dozen.
Yes.
I knew a girl once, and she always used to have a list of subjects, like topics of conversation for if it got hard going when she was out with the man.
Good idea.
Yeah. Still, that's one of the advantages of friendship, isn't it?
What is?
Well, you don't have to make conversation. I mean, even the silences are companionable.
Yes.
Oh, Rita! Oh, what a surprise. How nice to see you.
Here, here. What are you having to drink? Well, I'll have a vodka and tonic.
Oh, well,
I insist.
Oh.
Thank you.
Vodka tonic, right over.
What's up with you both? You'd think I'm a long-lost mother.
It's Emily. Oh, she is hard work sometimes.
Is that a fact?
That's why I was so glad to see you. You could cheer us up.
Oh, you must be joking.
Why? What's the matter?
My little plan to get Alan to give Jenny a shaking up finished up with them both falling out. Do you know, I think Jenny thinks I'm monopolising her dad.
Well, you are rather, aren't you?
Maybe. I'll have to try to be a lot more careful in future.
There you are, Rita.
Thank you.
Well, isn't this nice?
They've got Rita feeling miserable now.
Did you want something?
It's you, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
Come on, stop kidding.
Kidding?
Supposing I said roses to you.
Roses?
You haven't been sending me roses.
No. I don't even know you, do I?
I'm sorry. I hope I haven't embarrassed you. It's just, you see, somebody who has been sending me roses to where I work at the Rovers Return in Coronation Street. Well, he asked me to meet him here, and I thought it might have been you.
It isn't.
No. Sorry.
Sorry I couldn't help.
Yeah. It's not him.
Is that right?
I don't think he's going to turn up.
You reckon?
Well, he's a bit late, isn't he?
Everything comes to her what waits, darling.
What have you done up like a dog's dinner for?
You mean the best dressed man of the year, don't you? Have you guessed?
You're not trying to tell me it's you that's been sending those roses?
Who else but?
That's ridiculous. I don't believe you.
Well, what's so flipping ridiculous about it? I'm just as capable as the next fella of sending a girl flowers. It were me what sent you them roses.
Prove it.
I can't prove it, can I? Yes, I can. I knew there was something going on with Percy Sugden this morning, and that's why I switched the rose to the back step. Now, nobody else knew that Percy were on the lookout, did they?
No.
Well, they are. How much proof do you want?
I think you've got nerve, Jack. Leading me on like that, embarrassing me.
Leading you on? What, £2 a rose? I was sending you messages, darling, weren't I? Telling you how much I fancied you, which I do. But I was saying it with roses.
Well, I'm saying this to your face, Jack Duckworth. Get lost. It was a mean, dirty trick. I don't go out with married men. I wouldn't go out with you if you were single. Not even if you had red roses growing out of your ears.
All right. It was a bit over the top. But how else could I get to you? I mean, I knew you'd turn me down if I asked you for a date. I was getting desperate. I was driven to it, Gloria. I was driven to it. I mean, I couldn't just worship you from afar. It was breaking me up.
You're having me on.
Well, I've never gone to these lengths for a woman before. I've never had to. I mean, it's okay. I mean, you're not so thrilled about it. But you're here now, aren't you? Least you can do is give us a couple of hours of your company. Please.
Jack Duckworth, you're a lying, rat-faced dog. What are you?
Irresistible. What's your poison?
Gin and tonic. Double.
You won't be sorry. You'll only upset yourself, mate, looking at her. Gorgeous, isn't she?
She is, yeah.
She adores me, you know. Gin and tonic.